Sharma ji, before we start, can I ask a question based on your
Please.
Sharma ji, when the question was, how did the Vedas originate? We usually have believed or learned that the Rishi Munis, they did a lot of penance and they are mantra drashtaras. They saw these mantras and that is how Vedas originated, right? Okay, but you did not make a mention of that, so I was just wondering.
For which question?
For the
Maybe the question rightly.
The question was
how about the origin, that is, I mistake it as it is from India and it is for the whole world. That was the answer I gave.
Yes.
Origin India and it is spread to whole world. I didn't understand that this was the origin they meant.
Okay.
If you want, I will answer now. Anyhow, you are putting it tomorrow.
Yes.
So you can add this piece to that one.
Yes.
My understanding of origin was slightly different. That's why the answer was different.
Okay. Okay.
So I thought they are speaking about the geographical origin.
Even if it is geographical origin, I mean, wasn't it the rishis who saw that during their meditation?
I was just concentrating on India, and that was all. That was all.
Okay. Okay.
This I will explain. This I will explain first. This you can cut it and paste it there. No problem.
Sure, Sharma. We can start.
Okay.
Start, Sharma.
Your question is about the origin of the Vedas.
Yes.
So, the better way of understanding it is to whom it was revealed and how it was given to the mankind. That would be an improvised form of asking the question. So, it is the rishis. So, I'm using this word rishi. The closest word in English is seer. Now, the definition of rishi is Rishihi Darshanat. One who has seen, one who has visualized the truth is called as a Rishi. Rishisayo Manurhitaha is another explanation for Rishi. One who is interested in the welfare of all the creatures on this planet is also called as a Rishi. Now, these Rishis, with their clean heart, with their pure heart, with their broad mind, they were able to visualize the truths around them and in them. And those truths, what they observed within them and outside, they narrated it, and that became the Veda. So Rishis, they are not creators of mantras, but they are those who have realized the truth. So that is the origin. Even today, if we, with a clean heart, unprejudiced heart, with all love and broad mind, if we observe what is going on in and around us, the same mantras will be revealed to us also. So the origin of this whole knowledge is a Veda, and that is the things which flashed in the inner recesses of the rishis who are bent upon realizing truth and wishing welfare of the whole world. Okay, this piece you can cut it and paste it there, along with what I have told there. So it becomes complete. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Nema, Indra, Nema, Indra, Gavo, Rishan, Sha is the second Sha, Shatpadi Sha, Murdhanya, Rishan, Nema, Indra, Gavo, Rishan, Atharva 20, 127, 13, 13. 20, 127, 13. Nema, Indra, Gavo, Rishan. Nema, na ima. When you split it, na ima, Indra, Gavaha, Rishan. Risha Himsayam. That's the root. Indra, it's addressed to God Satchidananda, the all wealthiest, the all richest. Ima Gavaha, let not these, the superfluous meaning is Gavaha, that is the cows. Narishan, let not be harmed. Rishahimsayam, let not be subjected to violence. Now this I have been clarifying again and again. That is when you say Gavaha, it doesn't mean only Gava. What about other creatures? They also are not to be harmed. Every creature on the planet, we want them to be peaceful and happy. We don't want them to suffer. We don't want them to be subjected to violence. We don't want it. This Gavaha is representative of all the animals. So let not our animals, let not be our livestock subjected to violence. We'll take care of them. We protect them. So this is also an indirectly an indication that Vedas profess vegetarianism. So animals are not to be subjected to violence, and meat eating is prohibited because we are praying for their protection. We are praying that they are not harmed. Ima Gavaha, these animals. Gavaha is one representative word that I have told you, it is Upalakshana. Upalakshana. So for the whole set of animals, we have taken one representative, and that is Gavaha. Ima Gavaha, Narishan, let they not be harmed, let they not be persecuted, let they not be tormented, anything. And this is a prayer with the God, Satchidananda, Indra. Any word we use, Indra, Agni, Varuna, whatever it is, we know that it all refers to one entity, Satchidananda, God. That we are clear. Because the words are different, we need not imagine there are numerous number of gods and goddesses. No, that's not there. Eka Vrit, Eka Eva. So that is very clear. God is one and only one, 100%. So when you say Indra or Varuna or Agni or Yama, Matarisha, whatever we say, it all refers to that one God. But the different names are there because it has got different facets. One God has got different facets, different qualities. Keeping in mind all those things, we call the same Satchidananda by different names. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. This is another piece of Veda mantra. It says very clearly, the one entity Satchidananda is there, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. Those who are trying to understand that power, those are trying to understand that Satchidananda, they call it by Bahudha Vadanti. They address it by different names. So it is one God referred to by different names. We should not get confused. So Indra, Ima, Gavaha, Narishan. Narishan. Let them not be harmed. Let them not be subject to trouble and violence. They too have got a right to live. They too have got a right to be loved. It shall do. Let it not happen. Nema, Indra, Gavo, Rishan. 20, 127, 13. Next one. Narishema Kadachana. Narishema Kadachana. Okay, animals will be protected. Yes, that's our prayer. We shall take care of it. What about us? What about us, we human beings? That is there in this piece of Veda mantra. Narishema Kadachana. 20, 127, 14. 14. It says, Narishema Kadachana. We shall not be subjected to violence at any time. We shall not be subjected to violence at any time. Harm any time. We shall be ahimsita. Ahimsita. That is, ahimsita is one who is not subjected to violence. He is an ahimsita. Many times I have told you, ahimsa is twofold. One is we will not trouble anyone, we will not harm anyone. That is ahimsaka. Ahimsaka is one who practices non-violence. But that is only 50%, one phase of it. The other phase is we will also not be subjected to violence. That is ahimsita. Ahimsaka, ahimsita, both put together, it is full ahimsa. But many a time when we hear the word ahimsa, we immediately understand ahimsaka. But this ahimsata part, most of the time we will not understand and is not emphasized. We also should not be troubled. We also should not be subject to violence. Narishyema kadachana. So this says, we shall also not be harmed. When we will not be harmed, it's very simple, when we are strong enough. If you are weak, yes, we will be harmed. We will be subjected to harm and trouble. But if you are strong, no. So one who practices ahimsa has to be strong and should not inflict violence on others. Because he is strong, nobody will dare to inflict violence on this person. So he becomes ahimsita. Ahimsaka, ahimsita. So here, this part, Marishema kadachana, Narishema kadachana, it speaks about being not harmed. Narishema kadachana, anytime, anywhere, we will not get into trouble, we will not get into violence. We will not be subjected to violence. Next one. Pakvam prucha. Only two words. Pakvam prucha. 20136. Atharva. Pakvam prucha. 20136. Pakvam dupachash pake. That is the root. Dupachash pake. Prucha ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಮ್ಮ ರೂಟ್ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳು. ಸರಿ. Prucha is to ask. Pakvam prucha. Pakvam dupachash pake, that is one who is matured. So if at all you have got a question, if at all you want guidance, whom to ask? Ask one who is matured. Pakvam prucha. Yes, in life we face so many situations where we need some guidance, we need some advice, we need some counseling. That's fine. That's fine. Because we are not omniscient. Because we are not omniscient. Because we are not experts in all fields. Yes, we need the guidance and counseling of others. Fine. But whom to ask? This is where we are wrong. You start asking Tom, Dick, and Harry. So they'll be glad to guide us. And finally, we'll be misled. We have to take only those people who are really matured. And their guidance will be fine. So I got another word for this pakvam. Apta. Apta. This word also we have used several times. Apta, a well-wisher is pakvam. So if I ask that matured well-wisher, yes, you'll get the right guidance and the problem or the question, whatever you have got, will be solved easily and comfortably. If you fail to recognize the apta, then we got a problem. Apta and pakwa are synonyms. Now, how do you understand apta? How do you define pakwa? Apta, they have defined it as yathartha vaktru aptaha. Yathartha vaktru aptaha. One who speaks the truth. Yathartha vaktru. Yathartha. As it is, whatever is there, he will speak out. Straight, transparent, honest, truthful. Yes, he is an apta. What he thinks, what he talks, and what he does, there will be complete coordination between the three. He is an apta. So if you ask that apta, yes, he will tell honestly whatever he knows very clearly and guides us. And we are in safe hands. How do you understand Pakwa? In addition to this Apta definition, Pakwa is one who is matured, one is cooked. Cooked. Amrit. Prucha. Adikén dhatu. Prucha. Pracha. Andre. Prucha. I give the. Allah Prucha ide. Dhatu. Pracha. Dhatu. The root is Pracha Nipsayam. Pracha Nipsayam. Jipsa is the wish to know. Pracha Nipsayam. That is, the wish to know is Nipsa. Ipsa. So, with that wish to know, if I want to ask, that is Pracha. It is with any other intention, it's not Pracha. Pracha is a clear intention to know the truth, to know things rightly. It's not just asking anything. Jignasa is the word what used for that. Jignasa is the wish to know. One who wants to know with this wish, he is called as a Jignasu. Speaking out of Pakwa, one who is cooked. Now, how we cook? It is only when we heat it. So, a person who has experienced the heat of life, has gone through all the ups and downs of the life, has experienced good and bad, has experienced all favorable, unfavorable things. Now, over a period, he becomes matured, he becomes cooked, and he says, okay, this is life. It's not just a bed of roses. It has got good, it has got bad, it has got ups, it has got downs. Yes, I'm very clear about it. So, and that is life. Yes, we have to accept life as a package of good and bad. Good impacts and bad impacts. Good forces and bad forces. And we should be ready to handle both of them reasonably. This revelation, to whom it happens, he is called as a Pakwa. A Pakwa will not get disturbed easily. Because he knows, yes, this is going to happen. This is life. What best we can do under the given circumstances, we will do it. We will not get disturbed because of the changes in the situations. We will not. Because such situations are sure to come. That's part of life. There are so many forces working. And because of those so many forces, so many resultants will be happening. And not that all resultants will be positive, comfortable, happy. There will be some things which are not comfortable, which are not happy. We are out of comfortable zone. Yes, that is there. That's there. We have to accept them and handle them with the best capacity possible, with the best efficiency possible. So he is a Pakwa. And when do we feel like asking them? When we are in confusion, when we are in not clarity. So such a person would have seen all the ups and downs, would have experienced them. He says, yes, okay, this is a situation. So I have to do like this, you have to handle like this, and apply your mind and strength to the best extent possible, and you'll be out of this problem. All these things will happen when we approach only a Pakwa, only a matured person, only a person who has seen all the facets of life. He is a matured person. Pakvam Prucha. Your problem is solved. Pakwa is also called as Apta, who speaks whatever is there as it is. And Apta is also a well-wisher. A well-wisher who speaks truth and is matured, yes, he is Pakwa. Now Pakwa becomes complete. So if I ask him, yes, we will know whatever you want to know in the right way. Pakvam Prucha. If you fail to identify or recognize this pakwa, then whatever we understand, whatever counseling we get from them may not be reliable. The problem is with us in recognizing them. So here it gives a guidance. Pakvam Purusha. Okay, you need counseling, that's fine, but approach the right person. So how do you understand? One is he is not disturbed. That is visible for us. When there is an up or down, he is balanced. He handles both situations equally. That we can observe. So one part of it is over. He doesn't get disturbed. Second, he is knowledgeable. Second one is knowledgeable. He would have studied. Not only that, he speaks truth. This also we can observe. What he speaks, what he thinks, and what he does. Whether they match or not, we can always find out. If it matches, yes, he is an apta. He is a pakwa. So by observing these things only, we have to identify a pakwa and rely upon their counseling. Not blindly. Not because they are famous. Not because they are wealthy. Not because their external features are pleasing. No. These are all the parameters. The actual parameter is whether they are knowledgeable, whether they are matured, that's undisturbed in all ups and downs, and maintain their balance, equipoise, and whether they are honest. If so, yes, they are pakwa. And there is no reference here to gender. Please note it. That pakwa could be a male, that pakwa could be a female, doesn't matter. But if they are pakwa, yes, they are worthy to be asked and our questions will be asked properly, answered properly. Pakvam Purusha. And Purusha is, I told you just now, Pracha Nipsayam. That's the wish to know. It is not asking a question for questioning sake. No, it's not asking a question for questioning sake, but the purpose is to know and to enlarge our horizon of knowledge. That is Purusha. Shayo Hata Iva. Shayo Hata Iva. Atharva 20-131-16. Shayo Hata Iva. 20-131-16. Shaya Sheen Swapne. Sheen Shaye. Sheen Shaye Sheen Swapne. That is to sleep. That is to dream. To be precise, daydream. So one is sleeping, one is not active, one is daydreaming. He is Iva Hataha, is equal to a dead person. One is killed. The state of inactivity, lack of Purushartha, the effort from our side, is here compared to as good as being dead. It's not the sign of life. The sign of life is being active, putting our efforts, working for the goals, doing sadhana. All that is sign of life. Because of our lethargy, because of our laziness, just lay down and say, okay, we will do it gradually, someday, sometime. Another word is there for the procrastination. That's to postpone, not active, not ready to do it immediately. You want to defer it. Okay, we'll say it tomorrow, And the tomorrow will never come. Because always for a day there is a tomorrow. So such a condition is as good as being dead. It doesn't mean we should stop breathing. Not necessarily. It is a breathing corpse. It's a breathing corpse. It's a living corpse. We have got one word for that. That is Jiva Chava. Shava is dead body. Jiva Chava, it's a living corpse, living dead body. Because it is not doing anything. It's lazy, it is lethargic. Now, with that, another thing is there. That is, doing wrong things also is as good as that. Not doing is one. Not doing the right thing too amounts to that. Because intellectually we are not awake. Being ignorant, being foolish, being dumb, we do so many things. Is as good as doing things in a dream without knowing the realities. Dream is a state where reality is not there. Reality and facts are not equal to dream. And more so when you say dream, it is daydreaming. These are all problems. These are all problems what we face in our lives. We are aware of it and are able to tackle them. Fine, life will be wonderful. We can make our life wonderful. We can improve the quality of our life. If you plan, that is different. Planning is different. Dreaming is different. You should be very clear about that. Planning is based on facts and realities. Dreams are based on imaginations. Dream and plan is not the same. You should be very clear about the two. If you plan, that is fine. But if you dream, something is wrong. Something's wrong. Daydreaming is really horrible. We are awake and dreaming. That's you are understanding things around us totally wrongly. That's daydreaming. And being in that state, such a state, is as good as being dead. Shava iva. Hata iva. Hata means one is killed. One is killed and dead. Shayo hata iva. Atharva 20-131-16. We should be active, we should be alert, we should be indigenous, we should be hardworking. Yes, these are all signs of life. And with a goal, with a purpose, and have to pursue it. Pursue it. That is sign of life. If we fail to do it, we cannot be called as living beings. It is as good as a corpse. Vyapa Purusha. Vyapa Purusha. Atharva 20-131-18. Vyapa Purusha. Purishadaha iti Purusha. Purishadaha Purusha. One which is in a shelter. One which has occupied space is called as Purusha. And this I told earlier also, just to remind you, because the Satchit, the soul, resides in this Sharira Indriya Manas and uses the Sharira Indriya Manas as a tool, that Atma, that Satchit is called as Purusha. Satchit Ananda, that is a God, which is omnipresent and occupies the whole universe, is also called as Purusha. So Purusha represents both Satchit and Satchidananda. It's the same word. But under what context, what is to be taken? Yes, it is to our knowledge and wisdom. One Purusha is omnipresent. One Purusha is not omnipresent. but is bound in one Sharira Indriya Manas. Here, Vyapa is his subject. Vyapa Purusha. Vyapa here is omnipresent. Vyapti. Sarvavyapi. So Purusha refers now to, it's very simple, it refers to that Satchidananda because that is omnipresent. So Vyapa makes it very clear what Purusha means. If that Vyapa were not to be there, this Purusha may be to Satchit or Satchidananda. But it's very clear it is present everywhere, Vyapa, Vyapaka, everywhere, omnipresent. This Purusha is that Satchidananda. We say Satchidananda is omnipresent, omnipresent, omnipresent. This is one piece of Veda mantra that supports it. It clearly says this Purusha is omnipresent. It is Sarvavyapaka, Sarvavyapi. So, whenever we are trying to understand Satchidananda, pieces of Veda mantras like this and Veda mantras help us to know the different qualities, different lakshanas of that Satchidananda. So whenever you say it is God, it is Satchidananda, one very important thing is he should be omnipresent. Any other form what we are seeing, any other form we are seeing and calling them as God will not hold good because it is not omnipresent. Maybe it is bound between four walls, maybe in a temple, maybe in a synagogue, maybe in a church, maybe in a mosque. It is bound there, it is not omnipresent. And it cannot be bound also. But thinking that we have bound it to one particular place is anti-Vedic. God is omnipresent, is everywhere, in us and outside us. What is the mantra? Tadantarasya sarvasya, tadu sarvasyasya bhahyatah. This I discussed earlier. It is in everything and everything is in it. It is so infinite, so big that everything is in it. And at the same time, it is so minute, sukshmati sukshma, that it is in everything. Both ends are there. It's massive. It covers the whole universe. And I got a word for that. It holds everything in its garbha, in its womb. So it is called as Hiranya Garbha. Everything. Whatever we can think of, whatever we can understand in the universe, everything is in it. And at the same time, it is in everything because of its being very subtle and minute. Sukshmati sukshma. So when you say it is present everywhere, this mantra tells us that. Vyapa Purusha. There's an authority for us to say that it is omnipresent. Once you understand its omnipresence, other things will follow. Because it is present everywhere, it can see everything what is happening. So it becomes Sarvadrashta. It can see everything because it's everywhere. Nothing can miss its eyes. Whatever is going on at the macro level or the micro level is all known to it. Sarvadrashta. Because it is known, it is Sarvajna. And because it's everywhere and knows everything, it can manage anything, so it becomes Sarvashakta, omnipotent. So once we understand its omnipresence, omniscience, omnipotence, everything will follow. They're all interrelated, they're all interdependent. So the basic proof of it we get immediately, Vyapa Purusha, over. Another angle of looking at it, say because it is everywhere, because it's omnipresent, we cannot hide anything from it. We cannot hide. Because the very place where I'm thinking, in the very place where I'm talking, in the very place where I'm doing, that is there. That Satchidananda is there. So how can I cheat it, How can I avoid its vision? How can I avoid its seeing? No. There is no secrets before it. Any thinking, any talking, any doing is immediately then and there is observed by that Satchidananda. Perfectly. So we call it as Sarvadrashta. Sarvadrashta, which can see everything. Now, if you understand this rightly, there will be great impact on us. I dare not think wrong. I dare not talk nonsense. I dare not do inhuman things. Just immediately it comes to notice of that Purusha. Immediately, on the very moment, it will be coming to the notice of that. And its system is so that whatever is noted, good or bad, we will have the rewards or punishments. So I cannot escape its eyes. I cannot escape its vision. I cannot escape from its observation. So everything will be observed and the result will be ready, good or bad. So I'll be very, very cautious in thinking. I'll be very, very cautious in talking. I shall be very, very cautious in doing things. Because I always understand there is one great power which is observing it every moment. My words others can listen. My actions others can observe. But how thinking? What I think is my own secret. Nobody else can know. If they break open my head and skull and the brain, they will not know what I'm thinking. They have not come across a machine which can decipher it. No. So my thinking is the topmost secret. But even this secret is not a secret in front of Purusha, Vyapa Purusha. I cannot maintain it as a secret. It knows it very clearly what I'm doing, what I'm thinking. So I'm aware of it. Even while thinking, I'll be careful. Because a wrong thing, an inhuman thinking, a violent thinking, a harmful thinking will have its own impact, will have its own result in the form of punishment. It will not go amiss. It will not miss the eyes of. It will not miss the vision of that Purusha, which is Vyapa everywhere. I'll be very careful. We have a supervisor, we have a watch, always, anywhere, anytime. So we have to be honest, we have to be frank, we have to be pious, we have to be noble, and our thoughts have to be humane, words humane, action humane. If we maintain it, yes, we'll get the best result of it in the form of rewards. In the form of increase in the strength of the soul, increase in the purity of the soul. I cannot hide anything. That's a very important thing. Whatever I think, talk, and do is open, not to all, but to the Satchidananda. Because Vyapa Purusha, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. You see, this is one very important thing in our very nature. If somebody is observing us, yes, you'll be a bit careful. If we are alone and nobody is observing, our whims and fancies will come out. But now there is no such opportunity. If not, any other person is seeing, God is always seeing it. I cannot get myself influenced by bad samskaras and behave as per my whims and fancies, saying that nobody is here, I'm alone, I can do whatever I want. No. Such a situation is never there because Vyapa Purusha is everywhere. Satchidananda is everywhere. It is observing, it's noting everything. So when you're really aware of it, we'll be really careful and alert, diligent. We make the best use of our thinking capacity, best use of our talking capacity, best use of our actions. That is what is expected. And that results in real happiness to us, bliss and peace to us. And there is no other way of getting this. And which is the starting point? Vyapa Purusha. There is somebody who is watching us. There is somebody who is looking at us. So whatever I'm doing, it will be known to that Satchidananda. That very understanding of the thing, that very knowing the thing keeps us alert. That is fine. Our lifestyle will change radically, drastically. We are not afraid of anyone. But we are always aware that there is one power which is looking at us. So being in its vision, okay, another way I'll say it. We have got CCTVs everywhere. In our office, on the road, here and there, we shall observe all our activities. But these CCTVs will observe our movements, maybe sometimes our words, but whatever thinking. There is no CCTV to follow our thoughts. But this is Vyapa Purusha has such a CCTV which will record all our thoughts, words, and actions 100%. And this never will fail. Maybe the other CCTV may fail because of some reason, technical reason, but this will not fail. It is an unfailing CCTV which records our thoughts, words, and actions. Vyapa Purusha. Have to be very careful. Next one. Hata Indrasya Shatravaha. Hata Indrasya Shatravaha. So what all I have explained today regarding the previous one, that is Vyapa Purusha and other things. Now the same thing is in another way expressed in this. Hata Indrasya Shatravaha. They are punished. Who? Indrasya Shatravaha. Those who are enemies of Indra, Satchidananda. That is, who do not understand. Who do not understand the omnipresence, omniscience, and omnipotence of that Indra, Satchidananda, as they are lost. They are lost. And they are called as Shatravaha, enemies of God. Or maybe another word we have got, that is Nastika, atheist. They have got their own problems. Whereas theists have got some benefits. They understand presence of the great Satchidananda, great power, rightly. Even if they understand wrongly, even those who are called as theists are not theists, they are pseudo-theists. A theist has to know the existence of that entity, God, Satchidananda, very clearly. Yes, then he is a real theist. All other people are atheists. Now, atheists have got their own problems because they have got no one to guide them. The best guide is Satchidananda. They don't recognize it, they don't honor it, they don't endorse it. So they have no one to guide them, no apta, no pakwa, no one. And they don't have a company, they feel loneliness. But a theist is never alone. He says, my God is with me always. Wherever I am, in any condition I am. So he's comforted for being in the company of that great power Satchidananda. But an atheist is denied of it because he says there is nothing like that. So he's always alone, he feels loneliness. And because he denies the existence of Satchidananda, he feels himself full free to do whatever he wants, according to his whims and fancies, because it doesn't accept there is someone who is seeing it. Because such an entity is not there for an atheist. So he is left scot-free. He is not bound by any rules or regulations. He becomes a person who does things according to his own whims and fancies. So he puts himself into trouble and puts others also around him into trouble. no guide, loneliness, and harmful to one and others, oneself and others. So this is a problem with an atheist. And what's the result? Finally, he'll be punished. So one who is an atheist here is called as Shatravaha, Indra says Shatravaha, Hata, they are gone. Nobody can save them. If at all we are to be saved, first we have to save ourselves with right knowledge. With right knowledge, if you save ourselves, yes, that Satchanda also will extend its helping hand to us. If we help ourselves first. If we don't help ourselves, being atheists, or understanding God in the wrong way, we are left in the lurch. Hata, we are gone. We don't have a future, we don't have happiness or peace or bliss in our lives. Because we don't identify the existence of such Satchidananda, and we don't recognize its rules and regulations and systems. Nothing is there for us. We see the whole world as something which is random, which is haphazard, no system, no rules, nothing. Something is happening, something is going on, and we're in the midst of all such a disturbed situation. That's how they feel, an atheist. But a theist is not like that. It says there is one power, it has created this whole world with all systems, rules and regulations and laws, and we are part of it, and being in tune with it will give us all the happiness. And that's true also. It happens. But for an atheist, this whole world is haphazard, random, not systematic, and he'll be always in confusion because he doesn't recognize the system, or the one who has created or set up the system, established the system, is always in confusion. Why it is happening, I don't know. Why it has to happen like this, I don't know. Why it should be done like this, I don't know. If you want to do it, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Such will be his condition. Totally in confusion, disturbance. So what is it? Hata. Hata, he is gone. There's no future. He is as good as being killed in the war. It's not real killing, as though a person is killed, as though a person is without any action, without clarity. He's like that. One without clarity is as good as being hurt. So he's hurt. Hata Indrasya Shatravaha. Atharva 20. 137 1. Yudhyatajau. 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 Atharva 20 137 8. Yudhyatajau 20 137 8. Yudhyata ajau. Just 2 words. Yudhyata ajau. Aji means war. Sangrama. Aju. In this war. Yudhyata. So general meaning of Yudhyata is fight. Don't go back, fight. And the exact meaning of that is Yudha Sannahe. Yudha Sannahe. Be prepared. Yudha Sannaha. Sannaha is to be prepared. Yudha Sannahe. Now which is this Warfield? Which is this war? And what is this to be prepared? I think you already made a guess of it. This very world and this very life itself is a big war, big challenge for us. And we are all warriors in this. And how should be a warrior in Warfield? Not callous, not careless. It has to be always be prepared. Yudhyata, Sannahe. Be prepared. His whole life is a warfield. How do you understand this as a warfield? There's always a fight between good and bad. There's always a fight between pulls and pushes. It all happens. So if I'm a warrior and brave enough to face it, yes, life becomes enjoyable and manageable. If I lose the war, I'll be crushed. I'll be crushed in this war. So face life, face this war of life with boldness and bravery. And for that, what is required is to be prepared always. So to be prepared always is yudhyata. Yudha sannahi. Anything may fall at any point of time. Some we can forecast. Some we can guess, okay, this may happen, by depending upon the rules and regulations. Some we may not be able to foresee at all. Whatever it be, whether we foresee or not, we should be prepared for everything. That is real way of facing this world. In another mantra it says, Mahe Ranaya Chakshase. Mahe Ranaya Chakshase. Rana is Warfield. This whole life is not just a world, it's a big warfield. Mahe Rana. Chakshase. Chakshing Darshane. Be prepared to look at it, be prepared to face it. That's life. If you understand these words rightly, yes, we'll be inspired and motivated to be careful always and be bold enough to face all ups and downs in the life and maintain our equanimity. If I'm not prepared, I'll be washed out. And that washing out is what is called as disturbance, tension, anxiety, pressure, so many things. That's getting washed away. But if I'm prepared, if I'm ready to face it, yes, I can swim over the waves. And waves is natural in this life. Waves are there. But when waves are there, we should be able to ride over it rather than getting submerged under it. How we can ride? You are seeing it. The wave is coming. I'm prepared for it. I just ride over it. Fine. I'm careless. I'm not observant. I'm not able to see it. I'm not able to visualize it. So when the wave comes, I'll be submerged. It will dash against me and drown me. So be prepared. Yudhyata ajav. This whole life, you take it as a warfield. Be prepared. Fight out boldly. Be brave. Don't get yourself crushed by its forces. Ride over it. Yudhyata ajav. It's a very, very inspiring, motivating thing. Okay, certain situations will come when we'll be depressed, when we feel very bad, when our moods are totally out of control. Now remember this. Yudhyata ajav. Oh, Veda says such situations will come. This is life. This is a warfield. Where you keeping your hands clasped and sitting down. Get up. Fight it out. You are a warrior. Yudhyata, be prepared and overcome it with your efforts and knowledge. Fantastic. The whole situation will now change. The whole things become alive. The whole thing becomes clear. The whole thing becomes easily surmountable. You will overcome and will be happy in that situation. If we throw our hands, we don't do anything, yes, we'll be subjected to misery, tension, anxiety, pressure, ill health, whatever you say. Fight it out. Now that fighting spirit is rightly called as sportive spirit. It's not just fighting, it is fighting with sportive spirit. What is the difference? Fighting, I just fight. What is the sportive spirit along with that? Whether I win or lose, I don't bother at all. That is sportive spirit. Fighting spirit is there. I act, I react. In this situation, I will do my best. Okay, that's all fighting. Finally, what happens? I may lose or I may win. But I don't worry about it. I'm happy that I have fought. That's fine. I'm happy that I have reacted. I'm happy, I have tackled the situation. Whether I win or lose, I'm not bothered. That is sportive spirit. So as Yudhasana hai, he is being prepared for fighting with the situation. Number one. Number two, I'm being prepared to take winning or losing equally, with an equal mind, with a balanced mind. Fighting, when I say, it's not the fighting as we understand in the colloquial language. Fighting is to tackle it, to understand it. That is fighting. It's not physically taking some arms and actually fighting. No, it's not that. It is not aggressive. When I say fighting, it's not aggressive. It's not aggressive fighting, but is tackling the situations, being prepared. Yudhyata. Being prepared, being ready for it, and tackling it the best way possible. That's what we are calling it as Yudhyata. Yudhyata ajau. Ajau, in this life, which is like a warfield, which is like a fighting ground. Yes, do your best. Worry not about whether you win or lose. Fighting is very much necessary. Being prepared to face the situations is very much necessary. The best example what we can always give is, it's there in other Veda mantras. The fight where you are surely going to lose and our opponent, which is sure to win. Yes, that is death. I've spoken about it several times. This whole life is a fight with death. It's a fact. We are not to be bogged down by the fear of death. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. It is imminent. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Every day that passes, we are closer to it. Whether I know it or not, whether I like it or not. That's the reality. Be prepared for that. When I say be prepared, it means you push it as far as possible. You defer it. You lead such a life by which you can postpone this end. That is real fighting. We have to gain day after day, and see that we live longer. This can be done with our effort. This can be done with our knowledge. This can be done with our perseverance. Not otherwise. Do it. That's real fighting with death. That's the ultimate fight. All other fights with any other thing is totally different. And the fight with death and to gain longevity, yes, that is the, what we can say, that is the real and the highest fight. Be prepared for it. Make use of every moment what we got in our life to the best extent possible. Make the life purposeful, meaningful, and fight the fear of death. Yudhyata ajau. Just two words, Yudhyata ajau, will inspire us, will motivate us to such a great extent that we can stand up and fight it out. We can stand up and face any situation, whatever it be. It gives such power to us. That Yudhyata ajau. So that is Atharva. Okay. Atharveda has got 20 chapters, 20 kandas. So we have almost come to this 20th kanda and saw so many things there. Maybe from next class, I will take 2 scanning of other Vedas. So Atharveda, one big scan we have done, and I got different. It's not that what I have done is complete or exhaustive. No, it's just a bird's eye view. Just a bird's eye view. It's just a fast scanning through what all the thoughts we have got in the Atharveda, and other Vedas also you'll see similarly, and try to understand life better and extend and enlarge our horizon of knowledge and be benefited it, and let us also pass on this benefit to others and try to make our environment and the environment in the world elsewhere also happy and peaceful. Thank you all.
Thank you, Shyam.